On some level, yes, sir, I was successful. I mean,
After you were confronted on Labor Day weekend 2021, did you resign, or were you forced to resign from the law firm?
absolutely.
And then on Saturday, September the 4th, do you remember what happened that day?
Saturday, September 4th, yes, sir, I remember.
And what happened?
Start when I woke up.
Well, let's start after you met with Chris Wilson. Did you meet with Chris Wilson?
I met with Chris Wilson at my mom's and dad's house in Alameda.
And did you lay it out for Chris Wilson, your opioid addiction and your misconduct?
I definitely laid out my addiction. I definitely gave him some details about monies that I had taken. I didn't give him, we didn't go into all the details about all of it, but I certainly was very candid with him about the things that involved him.
Had you already just contacted the detox facility before you met with Chris Wilson on the 4th?
I believe that we had already, at that point, I believe that we had already spoken to the guy that I knew from Sunrise and made arrangements for me to go there on Monday.
Okay. And
I know we had arrangements for me to go there on Monday, and I'm sure we had to have had it by then because I went to the hospital shortly after that. So yes.
And did you reach out to Blanca to get your insurance information?
I did.
And for what purpose?
Because I was going to use my insurance at Detox and Rehab to help pay for it.
Okay. And what was your immediate plans after? I mean, for the day after you met with Chris Wilson, did you have plans to do anything, have any other meetings on that Saturday?
I wanted to go and meet with Corey Fleming, who was another lawyer who was affected by the things I did.
Okay. And
And a good friend.
did you go meet with Corey Fleming?
No.
What'd you do instead?
I'd given when I gave my pills to my brother Randy and Danny, I think I gave them to Randy, but I took a lot of pills because I knew I wasn't going to be taking anymore. So Randy had my pills. I had to get some from him the night before, but I only got a small amount. I could tell, I wasn't taking anything near like what I had been taking, so I knew it was coming. And I called someone to bring me more pills. And before I met with Chris Wilson.
And did you meet this? Did the person you called bring you more pills?
I don't know if he brought me more pills or not, because by the time I met with him, after meeting with Chris and after, the starting of the withdrawals, I changed my plans.
And what was the change in plans?
Not to get pills from him anymore, and instead I asked him to shoot me.
Did you ask him to shoot you as a sympathy ploy, or did you want
As a sympathy ploy?
Yes, sir. Why did you ask him to shoot you? What was the end goal that you wanted to accomplish?
I meant for him to shoot me so I'd be gone.
And who who was this? Who did you ask to do this?
Eddie Smith,
And did he in fact shoot you?
he did.
And where was that located? Not your gunshot, but where were you shot in Hampton or Colleton County? Where were you?
It's Hampton County. It's right on the border of Salkehatchie Road. It runs right along the Salkehatchie River.
And why did you want to be gone?
I mean, I knew all this was coming to a head. I knew how humiliating it was going to be for my son. I mean, I'd been through so much. At the time, in the bad place that I was, it seemed like the better thing to do. I don't think that way now, thankfully, but
Right.
I did at the time.
Did you have life insurance on you?
Oh yeah, I had a lot of life insurance.
And who was the beneficiary?
Maggie was the beneficiary.
How much life insurance did you have?
I had $12 million. I had a $4 million policy and an $8 million policy, for a total of 12.
Did you ever have any life insurance on Maggie?
No, never.
Did you ever have any life insurance on Paul?
No.
Alex, will you tell this jury about Maggie and your relationship with her?